Hey everyone, welcome to Broken Lord Order. Taking a look at a mod that slipped under my radar for way too long, but we're going to get around to reviewing it now. Talking about New Legendary Lords Artifacts by Stompy5. So kick back, grab a drink, and let's get into it.
Wow.
So one thing before we actually get into the mod itself that I really respected the hell out of, and I hope you guys help out the modder with this, rather than having their own Patreon or PayPal or asking for donations or any of that, they actually asked for people to donate to the Believe in Morals Children's Foundation, which I thought was an incredibly classy move. So if you get any enjoyment out of this mod, I please do encourage you to do what the mod author has asked and just donate some money, right? Help out a good cause. That being said, getting into the mod itself, what does New Legendary Lord Artifacts do? Well, if the title didn't give it away for you, this adds in new Legendary Lord Artifacts. Over 100 of them, actually. This hits pretty much every vanilla Lord in the game. Obviously, this won't have an effect on, modded Lords and the like. But if you can think of a Lord from the base game, chances are they're getting something for free out of this one. Um, a lot of these lords now have just a ridiculous amount of unique items. I think the Emperor actually has like 6 or something excessive, which is really cool to see, right? It gives them a lot more like depth, I find. Um, all the stuff that I've seen added in so far in my playthroughs with all of this actually seems pretty remarkably well balanced. It's not like they added in, plus 999 damage swords or anything like that. Like they actually took a really realistic and restrained view about what each of these lords should get. I'm not actually able to get into each and every single item because, I mean, we'll be here all day if I do that. And on top of that, too, I couldn't even really look up to see out of the ones I hadn't tried which ones are going to be getting new stuff and whatnot because there is a Google document that they have, but unfortunately it's not updated to the current state of the mod. So in spite of all the stuff you'll see on the linked Google document, there's actually more than that in the game already. Alright, so for compatibility, full disclosure, I did have a little bit of an issue when I first tried using this mod where my game just refused to load outright, but I'm not actually sure what changed, if anything, but for some reason now it works flawlessly. Mod author did say that if there is anything else that affects the items that the vanilla lords have, obviously it'll bring it into conflict with this mod, although given that I know for sure I have an item that does that, I believe it will simply overwrite that rather than out and out crashing the game or anything like that. So compatibility is kind of your mileage may vary, mine seems to be going pretty well. I said earlier about balance, but yeah, actually I find this remarkably well balanced. This doesn't make any one particular lord overpowered or anything like that, just gives you more things to play around with. And same thing actually technically applies for all the AI too, so even if you get more unique items, it's not like you're going to be wandering around the old world, being this one-of-a-kind tank while everyone else is just using sticks and stones. They're all in the same level of capability that you are. Alright, so conclusion time. Should you get this mod? Yeah, absolutely. Double check your own playlist, make sure it's not going to cause any big issues. Try it, and if it, game refuses to load or something, that's fine, just kick it back out. But if you can get it working for you, absolutely keep it running. It's a ton of free extra content, and I mean, hey, who doesn't love that? It also helps make the vanilla Legendary Lords a little bit more fun to play as, especially a lot of the older ones who haven't seen any love from CA in quite some time. Like I did say earlier in the video, please do consider donating to the charity. The mod author has a link to it on their Steam page. I'll put a link to it down below here too. But be classy out there, guys. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Stay tuned for the next mod. It's one that I've been using for quite some time, and it's a bigger one, but we'll get into that next week. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.